Hi there. Here's a little late start to week 3. Today at lunch I was doing some research. By research I mean that I was watching some YouTube videos. One of my favorite channels did an AMA, an Ask Me Anything.
Wear lady boots and don't give a toss.
Right, so I asked some people, I asked people on the internet to send us some questions.
An
Well, I
AMA
haven't-
is
I
simply
haven't
a way
looked yet.
where an
There's
audience
loads.
can directly ask
Yeah, I
questions
was
to
going to start from the
creators
beginning.
via
Blair
YouTube,
Henderson says, best
Reddit,
hot hatch
all
on
kinds of
sale that you
platforms,
would
and get
actually
direct
buy
responses
with
from
your
them.
own money.
Oh, well, that's hardcore when you're talking about real money.
I know.
An AMA, as far as I know, originated on the American forum website Reddit. People would say, I'm here, ask me anything, and in real time people would type in questions and then the responder could choose who they want to answer to. You can see there's all kinds of topics, both from famous people and normal people, whoever wants to do it, and whichever one got voted up the most would appear on the main page. I first noticed these kinds of interactions with a sports blog I used to read, 10, 15 years ago when I was a university student. You can see it's called a mailbag, and it was in text form. Online video creators use this too. This is from the Vlogbrothers, which is on our course page, and they do questions on Tuesday.
Good morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. It's Question Tuesday, the day that I answer real questions from real nerdfighters. Let's get right to it. How is the world going to end?
Of course, it's a great way for technology to be used to connect creators with the users that do them. This relates to participatory culture. This relates to social media. This shows how technology is used to share messages. I look forward to answering some of the questions I got from your feedback today at the end of this video. But first, let's look at some of the tasks that I have for you in week 3. You'll notice I put week 3 here at the top. I'm going to keep adding substantive weeks at the top. Of course, we have the week 3 overview here. In it are all of the detailed instructions you'll need to complete all of the tasks that you have for this week. As usual, this week we have some readings for you. There's some videos to watch. Last week in groups you did a discussion, and I would like you to watch some other discussions from your classmates. There's instructions on how to do that, but you're going to watch and then you're going to peer at it too. That is, you're going to look for some specific things in the videos. I made a notes page where you can fill out as a group what you've noticed in the other videos to watch. But do keep in mind that I would like you to do this as a group. Of course, watch or listen to the group that's been assigned to you by yourself and take some notes. But then schedule a group meeting where you all together discuss what you observed and fill out that worksheet together and then share it to me. This is both a chance to complete a task, but also, and maybe more importantly, it's a chance to get a talk with the other students in your class, right? This is your discussion time. This is the time to get to know each other. This is the time to get help. It's a time to be a class, even if right now that's in an online mode. The other thing too, as part of your preparation, read that document that I gave you that has the different roles that you'll be looking for. The different roles and language on this sheet are a great starting point for helping to start build the discussion skills you'll need in order to be successful in our seminar events. Speaking of online discussion, we're also going to have our first live class meeting later this week. I've divided the class into half on Wednesday, half on Thursday, based on when you said you would be available, and we'll get together and we'll try out our first Zoom class meeting. One, we'll be sharing some of the notes and ideas we've taken from the YouTube videos that we've been watching and the journal we've been using to follow along with them. And 2, it'll be a chance for you as a class to ask me questions and to interact with me in real time to talk about the course and anything that you still would like to know or are curious about, or ideas or suggestions for how we can do things better. Suggestions to stuff, I want to go over some of the feedback you gave me in the week 2 feedback to me that you did on Google Docs. Bear with me here. One thing somebody said was maybe the videos are a little too long, and I agree with you that that Burgess video was quite long. I think the video for this week you'll find addresses some of that. It can be hard to follow a video for that long. I hear you on that. I also tried to add some background information that might be useful to help understand the Jenkins video, which is something that people cannot. Another student said this, and I've heard this both in here and other places, more chances to talk with others, and that's a totally good point to make. Obviously, none of us are able to meet in person. You don't get a chance to do that kind of everyday English that you get to do when you're at the campus. Some of this is on you guys, right? It's great if you can make time to talk with each other about the assignments that you're doing. Zoom is a good way to do that. We've all gone through Zoom now, so now you can maybe start scheduling small group discussions that you want to have. You can just meet every other day or something just to talk about that. I encourage you as much as you can to use Zoom to talk to each other. The other thing, of course, is office hours. I noticed no one has signed up for week 3 or week 4 office hours. You can make times to talk with me. Some of you did that last week. I really appreciate it. It was just nice for me to get to know you. But there will be more of a burden on you to work to talk to each other. If that's on WeChat, if that's on Zoom, if that's in any sort of technology that you use, see what you can do there. More methods for improving skills to participate in the discussion event. I've started that with this week. I have those different conversation roles. Later in the week, I will be giving you some feedback too on things I noticed in your discussion. One thing I do want to point out about that, one group did this. Having your discussion look like this is by far for me the best way to do the discussion. I want to be able to see everyone when I'm watching your discussion. So I think you have to change that to grid view instead of speaker view, but I would like you to do that if you do record future ones for me. I'm also trying to change up the routine a little bit to make things more interesting for you. Flipgrid, I tried to make the Flipgrid longer for you this week. I'm trying to work on giving you more feedback. You'll notice your RRJ2 feedback will be a little bit different form. It's kind of generalized feedback. I'll explain more to that to you when I email you. Thanks for providing that feedback. I'll be doing that periodically throughout the semester. It really helps me stay engaged. Not everyone did it, and I've noticed some of the responses to things are not as active as they were before. Only 20 out of 24 people completed that poll. You do need to complete all of the tasks and go through that outline from each week to make sure you're getting everything done, because that is how you will get your participation grade. Anyway, thanks for watching another video from me. I hope you watched it. And I look forward to meeting with you guys on Wednesday and Thursday. Look for an announcement about that in just a, well, you should get that on, it'd be your Wednesday. And I'll meet some of you Wednesday night and some of you on Thursday. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys soon.